This ancient scroll, found among the rubble of the stone gargoyle you destroyed, contained the following words. Ah, you think you're the right smart ass, aren't you? Well, you'll never find the lost gargoyle treasure, not in a million years. It's too well hidden in the river dungeon in the City of Stones for those out there. At the bottom of the scroll is a detailed map showing the location in Bowerstone Market. Hello guys, Gargoyle with Let's Play Fable 2. Well, I was about to say Lost Chapters. In this episode, this extra episode, I'm going to be doing something I'm not looking forward to. The Gargoyle quest. As you just saw, I actually gotten the start point back. It is a part of the treasure island we haven't seen. And I'm going to be showing off where to find all the other 50 of them. Starting with Bandit Coast with that one in the tower on the West Cliff Road end. I can already imagine there's going to be quite a few cuts in this too. Just because all locations. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, Bandit Coast right now. Inside this door right here is going to be the second and last of the gargoyles here. If you couldn't tell already, basically all you gotta do is just find them and then shoot them. It's a pretty simple quest. Bloodstone. Now, technically, we already got the first one back at the Treasure Island of Doom area. The next one we can find off to the side here next to that boathouse. And you can see him just hiding right back there a little bit. Now, the next one, I had it recorded during the Silver Key thing, but I found it. But basically what you need to do is go over to this dock here. And, let me dive. Alright, you can see off to the right there, there's a little area that we can actually rest on, walk on and stuff like that. And basically you just want to go all the way out there and then you can see the gargoyle right now. So yeah, you have this random sandy beach. Oh, weird. And then just, point and shoot. It's like a point and click game. Next one can be found at this crane here, and I believe this is the last one for Bloodstone. So let's just go around, and there you are. I was looking there for a second. It said on the tower, but I wasn't sure where. All right, Bower Lake. I'm kind of doing this in random order, half alphabetical, half not. But anyways, when you're facing the guild cave entrance, go backwards, go back into here, and you can see the little guy hiding right here. There was a treasure here with a jet, if you're trying to remember exactly where this is. Near the Brightwood exit, you'll actually find two gargoyles right next to each other in this stone structure right here. The first one, very easy to see, just right on top of that arch there. There we go. Now, the second one's a little trickier to find. You can kind of rely on the voice a little bit, but... Oh, why did I point over there? Alright, I'm not far back enough. Alright. Alright, you can... God damn it. Come on. Alright. And at the very top of this tower here, you can find the next one. At this bridge here, going from the gypsy camp off to that side, you'll see this waterfall right here. Get to this very edge because you won't be able to get it otherwise. And you can see it right now, but I'll zoom in a little bit to help give it a bit more visibility. But there's the little bugger right there. Finally, in the Tomb of Heroes, this is the main room with the pool. Basically, the first archway, turn around after you've gone past it, and there's the little guy up top. Now, I've gotten 11 gargoyles at this point, and I could have done this back at 10. And you'll also know a few changes about my character, but that's not important right now. But anyways, whenever you get a divisible number of 10 of gargoyles destroyed, you can actually go and get a reward. And we haven't gone to visit this place yet, so this will be the first time we've seen. This is where the gargoyle map kind of led us to. The Gargoyles Trove, right in the middle, underneath the bridge, in the market area. Now, admittedly, there's not a whole lot you can do here. It's just, this area is basically just for the Gargoyles quest. and we get it added to our map so we don't have to go through all that searching next time. And basically every time this door will seal and you open it up, and then a gate. I can feel the vibrations in my controller right now. You can see there are 5 platforms. Every time you defeat a divisible of 10 gargoyles, one of these things will open up. And you can see like there's a big long gap in the middle there. Now 2 things gargoyles are known for. One is insulting you to hell, and the other is collecting treasure. And of course that's what the ultimate goal of this quest is, to get the ultimate gargoyle treasure. Now, for defeating 10 gargoyles, we get a book for the growl expression for the dog. So, if you haven't opened up that demon door yet in Rookridge, this kind of helps. And then, in every platform, you can see like a little button, and it creates a portion of an invisible bridge, kind of like what we saw back in Shelly Crypt. And, yeah, let's go ahead and use that now so I don't have to worry about it. So basically what happens is that you just kill like 10 gargoyles, come here, get a reward, and then extend the ghost bridge a little bit. And you can see we still have a long way to go before we get that ultimate treasure. So let's get right back into it. Guild Cave has only 1 gargoyle. You can see this room where we got that beauty augment, basically with all these stalactites here before you vault down to that one ledge. Basically look up and then there he is. What the? How did that work? There we go, 12. Oh. Bowerstone Cemetery has a total of 5. I'll be able to knock you out 3 in this little spot here. First one, where the Necronomicon was. Basically look to the right of that doorway. And there's your next gargoyle. The next one can be found further up in the next level of crypts, I guess. Basically go up here, and then on the building that had the silver key chest in it, just look up at the top, and then there you go. The final one, this little spat, can be found at the very top. Basically you just want to run all the way to the top, and then when you get past this archway, immediately turn right, and then look at this little building off here, and there you go. Next one can be found in the, well, near the mansion. Or no, this little side area. But you have to have bought the mansion, I believe, in order to... Well, you can probably get lucky and find this otherwise. But anyways, he's sitting in these ramparts right into the junk area, so... There we go. This one you actually had to have bought in the mansion, because this is for the Shelly Crypt quest, or whatever that was. Yeah, the Cemetery Mansion quest. Basically in this room with all these invisible bridges, go all the way across the bridges, and then look to the right... And he's dead. Bowerstone Market has a total of 4 gargoyles, and we're going to get started right now. Let's see, going this way. You want to go up into these ramparts over here. I went here randomly during the beginning of this project just to collect like a random treasure or 2. But what you need to do is that you need to go up this thing and then go all the way to the back here. This is go. Alright, there you go. And he's dead. This one can be found in the carriage driver building. You can see him right there on top, but I never got this treasure before, so let's go ahead and grab this and then I'll shoot his face. And you notice I'm also wearing the Daiichi at this point. I'm using this just so I can get past all the enemies quicker, because getting these gargoyles does take a bit of a time, and you have to go through quite a bit of enemies. But anyways, the next one can be found if you go underneath here. Basically just follow this path along here, and then on top of these 2 arches over here, or between the 2 arches rather, you'll find your next gargoyle. Alright, in the furniture shop is where we find the last one. Oh, that was weird. Nearly interacted. But yeah, there's a silver key in this shop, and there's a gargoyle too, but we want to go upstairs this time. And basically in one of these rooms, the gargoyle is just going to be sitting there. Let's see. Let's try and find him. There he is. There we go. And that's 21. Alright, returning back to the Gargoyles Trove. We've killed at least 20 now, so now that this one on the left is going to open up. And we get the next stage to kill at least 30. You can see the gate opening up right there. And the reward for killing 20 gargoyles kind of invalidates something I said during the Demon Door videos. Because the reward we get for this is a potion of life. So there are at least 2 in this game. I don't know if that's the last one though. I'm not going to make that mistake again. Can't even tell any difference in my meter at this point. And yeah, there you go. So yeah, treasure, and then the bridge gets extended just a little bit. And still, we got a lot way to go, so... So I'll just make my way out to the next area. Bowerstone Old Town has only 2 gargoyles, sadly. The first one you can find when you first enter the area, the path off to the left here. Basically, you want to look for a certain house. I believe this is it. I bought it just in case so I could kind of label it. But you're looking for the Felling Residence. And basically what you need to do is go into here. Sorry. Go into the staircase. Alright, just making sure they didn't misclassify that. And basically just turn around once you get to the staircase, and then there's the guy staring right at you. My throat. Nah, not now. Alright. So the next one and the last one of this region, basically just go all the way into the old town. These locations are the same no matter what, if you did the good or the evil versions of this place. And basically on this little water tower over here. There we go, 23 gargoyles. Brightwood. 5 here, unfortunately. This first one, you can see this little offshoot here. We kind of got this, one of the adventure clues over here. But basically on this island over here, go to this tower. I think the tower has just some random thing in it. And then just go around to this tower here, and I'm not far away enough. Alright. But yeah, the gargoyles on top of this tower on this side. Next, the West Cliff exit. Head off to the left here, kind of if you were going to the Forsaken Fortress. And there he is, right on top of that archway there. Halfway there. Forsaken Fortress time. Basically at the main entrance, head off to the right here after you've dispatched all the bandits, which I have. And then off to the side here, when you get to this little notch here, you'll see him just staring right at you. Probably the easiest one to find, but also an easy one to miss. Archon's Knot. As soon as you enter and get on the staircase, turn around. And there he is. The last is probably the trickiest of the ones to find. You have to own the Bowerstone, no, Brightwood Tower though. Why did I say Bowerstone? When you climb up to the ladder here, basically through one of these windows, we're going to see, on one of those outside towers, we're going to see a gargoyle. And basically we just shoot through the window, unfortunately. So yeah, we're breaking our 250 gold house. So, how'd that not do it? Okay, I didn't shoot the window that time. There we go. Jeez. Next up is Rook Ridge. Another 5 gargoyles we can find here. You want to run off, this is the path that we followed dash. Get to this point right here, and then look at this pulley tower. And at the very top of it, we'll find the guy. There we go. Hob Cave. You want to look for this room right here. Kind of the one where the guy says, oh, I'm afraid of heights. And basically somewhere on the top of this room, we're going to find the gargoyle. I'm not sure where it is offhand. Let's see. Come on. There you are. Alright, I wasn't sure what this one is. Didn't really say. Right outside Hob Cave can actually be found another one. Basically, when you're about to enter it, look off to the right a little bit, and then you see the guy kind of blending into his surroundings. Sort of. In the Temple of Shadows area, basically look off to the right here. After you get to these windows, you can just kind of see him right underneath these arches. And now, the last one is actually inside the Temple of Shadows, but we haven't seen what this place is like when the cult got exterminated. So now we will. And so, as I said, basically shadows pop up. So kind of like the Palace of Shadows in Bloodstone. Oh wow, there are Ballerines here. Huh. I've never fought Ballerine Shadows in this race. It's always been humans. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just stupid or something. Alright, come on. And there we go. So yeah, obviously the place isn't inhabited anymore. And yay, I can afford a spell. You want to go into the left room over here. But oh come on! A Banshee? What the hell are you doing here? Jeez, I'm just trying to get Gargoyles. I don't want to deal with this crap. Yeah, see, here's why I got the damn katana out. Alright, now that we've owned that bitch for the umpteenth time, basically look on top of the doorway, and then there's your Gargoyle. Alright, now that we've gone at least 30, we can now open up the next one. It's going to be the second one to the right here. And our reward for destroying at least 30 Gargoyles, this is where the rewards start getting a little... They start depreciating in value. The Potion of Life was probably the best thing you'll get out of this thing beyond the ultimate prize. We get 3 emeralds. So if you're low on money, it's a good thing to sell, but I don't really have that concern anymore. But anyways, we'll extend the bridge a 3rd time. So we're getting there. We're almost there. Oh, I gotta vault down here. Oh, I didn't know that. Alright, so next region. Westcliff has a few gargoyles in it as well, and that lady's being weird. The first one, you can find the dock area over here. Basically just go down this path a little bit, and then right behind this flag, there you go. Howling Halls. When you get to this room, cross the pillar, and then turn to your right, and then there's the little guy right there. Right outside Howling Halls, however, basically go into the entrance, and then turn right, and look up. Because there he is, hiding in the little corner right there. Get to this little wooden shack here. We kind of saw this ruined when we first got here. Retreat a little bit, and you'll see this little hinge, stone hinge kind of thing, and this treasure here. Turn around, and then there he is, this bold face in front of you. Next one. This is the point in that one quest where we saw the Ballerine lady. Basically, turn her right this time that heads toward this little stone plinth here, or tower, or whatever. And so yeah, I've never explored this thing though, so there are a few treasures here. So let's get these real quick, see if there's anything useful among them. Alright, level 4 portion. Now, you can either dive off the tower here and explore the water, or you can vault off here. You want to vault. And in this little raised platform area, you can see this gargoyle from behind and the treasure. So let's shoot him in the back of the head. And his arms fall off. And let's get this treasure real quick. We'll use a room. Alright, whatever. Oh, an autograph card. Fairfax Gardens. There are a total of 3 gargoyles here, but at this point in the game, I can only access 2, and I'm going to just show those 2 off right now. The first one we can find way atop the door right here. The second one can be found during the Love Herbs quest in Lady Grey's tomb. Basically, you want to go to the point where you were supposed to vault off into the thing, and just look off in front of you, and then there he is. Since that neatly translated into 40 gargoyles, we can finally return here and go on the last of the doors in the left side. And so our reward for destroying 40 gargoyles will be this. Just wait for it for a sec. 10,000 gold. So yeah, again, useless for me at this point. But if you did this earlier, it definitely is helpful. But yeah, look how close that bridge is. We just got one more step to go. And now I gotta go to a place I hate. Wraithmarsh. There's a maximum of 6 gargoyles here, the bastards. The first one can be found in this house here, when off to the side when you're in the starting area. You kind of just pass right by it. And there's your gargoyle right there. And I'm under attack again. Yeah, I thought I cleared this out. What the? They just fell apart. Whatever. Let's just hurry up before any of them come back. The second one can be found in this little house over here. We kind of got a glimpse of him when we first passed by him, but he's hiding back here behind this little shack. Third one can be found, that's where I was coming from, the Oakvale bridge. You get to this little stone structure here, and then off to the right here, you did find a treasure chest, but if you turned around, on top of one of these arches, you'll find our next gargoyle. Now this is an interesting thing. I brought this up just to show you that supposedly I should have all 6 of the silver keys, right? Right? You can see it right there. Well, look what I found! Yeah, I completely forgot about this, but apparently the developers left in a 51st silver key. There are a total of 7 silver keys in Wraithmarsh for some godforsaken reason. I don't know. It's weird. You only need 50 though for the ultimate prize, and for the achievement too, I believe. But anyways, going past this far here, this is always the hardest gargoyle for me because I always forget where it is, and it always takes me forever to find it because the voice isn't very helpful. But basically on one of these crypts here. Oh, there he is. Alright. So yeah, on top of this crypt right here, we'll find our next gargoyle. Ah, hold on. Huh. Alright, Twin Blade's Tomb is the next one. Basically get to this ending room right here. Turn around, on top of the door, there he is. Finally, in the Palace of Shadows, get to the room here where you had this alternating spike trap thing, and after you've deactivated it and get past it, turn around. Alright. I love cutting them off. How hilarious that we end off in Oakfield, site of 3 gargoyles. Yes, this means I've only taken care of 49, so I won't be able to show off the ending to this quest in this video. But again, that's because I can't access the 50th gargoyle at this point. But anyways, go off to this little the side here, go along this little ridge, and you can see the gargoyle just standing right, or, well, sitting right there, I guess, on this bridge. Go to the sculptor's house, and then just simply go right behind it, and we'll find our next gargoyle. Very easy to find. There we go. And now the trickiest of the Oakfield ones. Basically you want to get to, well, you don't really know where this place is, do you? Anyways, this lake right here where the Temple of Light is, basically you want to be on this side here, turn around, and on top of these stone arches is the gargoyle. And that does it for this video. Again, I'll be saving the 50th gargoyle for when I can actually reach it. For now, this is Gargoyle with Let's Play Fable 2, and I will see you for the next extra video. See you then, guys.